G'day, Skarvig here, and we're having a look at another new game coming up called Forever Skies. And they have a free demo if you're interested in playing along and having a look at what they have to offer. We might as well jump in and have a quick look. The demo, when I first played it, was actually very short, as they put a time limit on it rather than actually having a limited set of functions. There will be no other end of the world. So the premise is that the land is pretty much completely destroyed. It's covered in a thick fog of viruses and bugs and other various things that mean that you cannot actually travel below the surface. And so here we are, crash landing in our life pod. I'll grab that. Alright, find a virus sample. That's all good. We won't worry about too much about what's going on at this point. Let's just get out. Boom. And so, as you can see, the fog that we cannot travel down the barren wastelands of the world that once was. Alright, they do have a little bit of a database of an encyclopedia, so as you go along you can actually read up on the information. And we're not going to worry about our health for the moment. You can see down the bottom left we have power, which obviously is stamina, health, food and thirst, and then the stock standard, I guess, survival aspects is that you'll pick up things. But rather than picking up wood and sticks and rocks, we're picking up debris and plastics. So we're pretty much scavenging whatever we can from this broken world. And this door should be locked, yes. Might as well grab a few more things, and then we get our first usable item, scanner. Take the debris out of there. We can't do much with that, but we can scan the computer. Done. We can't scan that. And yeah, you can now scan these items instead of just picking them up. It puts a bit of information into the encyclopedia, or the database rather, which you can then obviously read up at your leisure later on. Everything's screwed by the damn virus. Yes, the virus. Alright, we'll just scan a few more things. We're pretty much just going to try and get a good wriggle on in terms of this because, as I said, the last time I played there was actually a time limit on the demo. Maybe if I'm lucky something's changed, but I doubt it. We'll try and get on through. Obviously, being this broken world, we're about to see one of the aspects which might make this a little bit more interesting from a world perspective. I already like the world. There we go. We got the photophobia virus. If we hold tab to go to the database, we can see here that we need to find lecithin as a therapeutical ingredient to cure our photophobia virus. So it seems like this game will potentially not only have this nice dank environment, and so it's a much more different survival in terms of the environment that we're in, but then they've got this concept of viruses. So it could be that you get all manner of different viruses that you need to handle along the way. Which sounds pretty cool. Alright. We should be able to get our battery from this thing. Come on, give me the battery. Alright. Might as well just drop down. I didn't really show one of the things that was up there. I'm not sure I can highlight it now. But there are other things at the moment that I can scan but I can't collect. Things like glass. And there's actually... expedition. There's glass, there's metal bars and beams that you can actually harvest, but you need a much bigger harvesting piece of equipment than what you start off with. So at the very least, I'm just going to start collecting all this stuff, and I'll probably skip through to where the next interesting part is. Alright, we've found our vehicle. And so this is what you will basically be using to travel around the world to, I guess, collect everything. Your little blimp. And, you know, much like a survival game where you normally have your base creation, in this one you basically expand the blimp. Your flying machine, you get basically new pieces where you can rebuild the cockpit, you can build rooms, you can build extra platforms around the side that place new and interesting pieces of equipment. And we should be able to see here that, yes, so this object requires an extractor. I can't just take that, right? So it requires something that on the vehicle, but I can't get to that thing just yet. Install rudder, repair fabricator, place fabricator. There's a few things that we need to do there, right? So we need to finish building Oh, there's actually a fabricator. Nice. So what we do is we pop that there. An odd shape really, isn't it? Done. Fabricator's ready to go. Apparently I need some water. And that looks really nasty. Take the bottle. Alright, and here we have lobster chili. And I already know that this is actually a thing. I should have just used on the tree, but you eat it. And that is a source of lecithin. So we might as well take another one of them. If I can see one. Eat it, because I need the food. Eating. It's not. Okay, full food, but I need water really badly now. Alright. I should have some water in my inventory, and obviously you can see that there's dirty water sources, and so with the dirty water you would obviously be able to somehow collect that and purify it, which we'll try and do very, very soon. For now, let's have a drink of old canned water. Very good. There is actually something behind there that I will need, but I can't get to it yet. Definitely take some more debris. Nice. Alright, so we can now use the extractor. Not the extractor, the fabricator. We'll get ourselves some metals. You can see here that it actually makes it within the object, which you then take. From here we should be able to make the deck extractor. There we go. And so we were talking about how there was some things that required something a little bit bigger to be able to utilize it. Which way are you going? I guess I want it to face backwards. So for now we'll put it there. So now we should be able to use the deck extractor. And we can now pick up those items that we couldn't do before. So now we can actually see on the top left there, or middle left there, synthetics is what I'm garnering from that. And then if I maybe do something on the floor, we get some metals. Might as well grab a little bit more metals from there, because metals are going to be very useful. Then up the top there was some glass. And then these things floating by, you can harvest them. We can get some... Oh, I didn't expect metals from that. It is metals. There you go. Obviously, and... Oh, okay, got synthetics from that one that time. That's kind of what I was expecting. Okay, that's actually a different type. Right. So you can see how that's got a little bit of a red fluffy look, and the one that I originally did had a bit more of a spiky look. Oh, here's what comes one now. So on the left there as it's passing by, that's a synthetic one. And this one, almost coming into range now, will be a metal one. It's interesting that there's a distinction, because it's a bit hard to see. Oh yeah, there's one over there. So we'll actually make this building collapse, because we can actually harvest the metals from all the way over here, and then that removes the support for the building, and down it goes. Open the workshop. Oh, okay, well, that is actually the workshop right there. Alright, take electric cooker. Yeah, why not? Can of drink, inventory's full. Well, we might as well drink it, because we need the water. Data card, engine blueprint, synthetic fuel blueprint. Very good. Take. Scan. It's an old broken engine. It's an old disassembled engine. But that's right, we got the data pad, which is going to allow us to make more. Right, build an engine. Don't want a bed, don't want an insect capture. Engine. Take the engine. Nice. So what we can do now is we can smack that on the back of our ship. Here we go. We can float. Full tank of fuel, and it's now suggesting that I leave the location. But really, I need to top up my stuff. Right, clean water plus 20. Nice. Alright, purification in progress. Very good. Alright, so we got a source of water. We don't really have a great source of food, but we might as well take off now. Okay, so here's our time limit. So obviously that early stuff is not time limited, but now we are. From here, basically, we're looking at, you can see the little dots. Obviously, the buildings, you can harvest parts of the buildings and the flying debris. You can harvest all these things as you're going along, picking up a few extra resources. But then points of interest appear to have these little beacons. And so we'll head to one of these beacons now and we'll have a look at what that's all about. Here's our first point of interest. And quite interestingly, you can see that there's some kind of a growth on the metal structure. And I always found this quite interesting beforehand. It doesn't seem to do anything, but it is still something that's there. If I go down, there we go, we landed. Alright, we're here. A couple of things I need to do is obviously build a turbine up in the top left and build the build tool. We will do that very soon. We're just going to have a quick squeeze, although we should grab our water. We will take the solid state battery, and that should probably have turned the beacon off. Data card, new blueprint turbine. Oh, very good, we can build the turbine already. We need to build the build tool. We might as well do that. Box of ornaments, build tool. Moth swarm. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I used the lure, and we'll probably have a look at that in a moment. You can use the lure to capture those moths and eat them. They can actually become part of the food. Alright, build tool. We've already got a cockpit, so I won't worry too much about that. There's things in the way. You can see there's actually a wall in the way. So what we have to do is we have to remove, and this door is actually a wall. So we remove the wall, then we can place a room. Now the catwalk's in the way, which means that you have to put a door back so that you can remove those things. Remove that thing. A little bit clunky. And then we can place a room. Not enough resources. What? Okay, we actually got a room that time. So now we can put a door on the back, and then we should be able to build catwalks. Alright, we expanded the airship. So we get rid of the build tool. Surely I can pick that up. And then we can move it slightly further back. Maybe we can put it on a 45, just like that. Okay. Place a tree on the airship. Well, I could probably go and steal that tree up there. But we need to keep expanding. We probably need more materials. Our condenser, so we're getting some water now. Great. Still need some more metals. Insect catcher. Pop that on the side. We now need a lure. Very good. Cooking station. Got a little bit of water. Bottle of water. Grab the water, distill the water, grab the lure. Let's control the ship. First things first, we need to go up a little bit. Move forward a little bit so we're no longer on there. So, now that we've done that much, grab some more water. We add the lure. Lower the arm. So this is catching food, apparently. Ooh, there we go. Take the dawn moth. So what we can now do is we can come to our cooking station. We can pop our water in. We can pop our dawn moth in, and we can boil it. Oh. Boiled moth sounds so tasty. As you can see, out of the 40 minutes, I'm already down at 24, so it really doesn't take long to move through here. We'll take the boiled moth. It's now a new blueprint, and we will get 10 food, 10 water, and 10 health, free of negative effects. We might as well eat one of them. Very good. I'm looking very healthy now. Need a bit more food and water, but that's fine. I've got a perpetual source of water, I have a perpetual source of food, and obviously a perpetual source of the synthetics and the metal. So at least at the very start of the game, by doing this much, you're very much set up. My energy is ridiculously low. Let's see if this works. Nice. And yeah, you're getting a lot more energy. Consume water, consume food, but that's all good. Wake up. Very good. It's all good. Fabricator. Turbine. Oh, right. It's an up-down turbine, is it? My goodness. Fly above two. Oh, we can go higher now. Nice. We get free of the dust. Oh, we're max altitude, are we? 250 now. You can see down at the bottom there. It says 250 where we were stuck a little bit lower than that. It was like 230 before. So we're up in the clean air. Or cleaner air. Alright, I think we'll call it there. As you can see from the demo, it has got a little bit of guts to it, but there's obviously a lot more to come, as they've only got really the 3 different elements: the batteries, the metal, and the synthetics. Obviously you can make a few little bits and pieces, but to be able to create some fantastic flying monstrosity, you would need a hell of a lot more time than the 40 minutes that they allot in the demo. Anyway, I think this game will definitely have the ability to have some legs. Definitely looking forward to seeing where they go with it. And yeah, make sure you let me know down in the comments what you think. Chuck a like on the video if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Catch you later.